everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It is Friday evening right now and I am sitting in the parking lot waiting for a friend because we are going rock climbing again. It's literally been a week, not even a full week since I last went, but I'm stoked. I'm really excited to go again. I think I've just now finally stopped being sore. My shoulders have finally been able to adjust back to being normal, so we're gonna make them sore again. Vibes are good, spirits are high. Let's go rock climbing. So tight. Yeah. My hands. I just have. Can you even see? Oh,
wait. In the light. Oh yeah, you can see it in the light.
How red they are. But we did pretty good. I feel like I did a lot better this time than I did last week. Yeah. And Megan did great.
Well, I did a hard one and we accidentally didn't get a video of it.
Yeah, that is.
But I was there, so.
Megan said I looked cool. And it was one of those things too that like people were standing around and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it, and so it's gonna be one of those things. It's like I'm either gonna look really cool or I'm gonna look really dumb, and ended up being cool. So, but yeah, we didn't get it on video, unfortunately.
But she did do it, and she did look cool.
Yeah.
Bye, Laura.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, my back is actually like really tight. This is like crazy. It's crazy.
So for the first time in a long time, I've had a day to rest without having to get a lot done. Had a morning I got to talk to Keith, and then I got to go chill outside. It literally feels like 10 degrees outside, I guess, but we blocked the wind with the sun tent and got to lay outside in the sun today, which was really nice. And I was out there with shorts and a tank top on, but I still had my blanket over me most of the time because when the sun went behind the clouds, that's when it got really cold. Also took a shower, did my nails a little bit, and now I am getting ready to go head off to the store with my sister. But it's just nice having a slower day, slower paced day, not having to stress about getting things done. So vroom vroom. Whoa. Me mom's car. We just realized we're both unintentionally matching. Show your knee. My knee? See? Unintentionally matching. Yeah, and we're wearing like the same shoes but different colors. We never ever match. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. Today's Monday and I am at the park. It is so sunny out today, but even some of the birds are out. You can hear that crow. Some of the Tweety birds are going too. So it's really exciting to have a nice day like this today. I was excited for it all weekend because it was so cold, and tomorrow I think is supposed to be like mid-60s, which is so exciting. But I'm just studying on my lunch. There's some kids all playing on the playground and stuff. It's just nice to be back at the park and seeing, you know, all the families come back out and the kids come back out. Because when I came here during the winter time, it's just so depressing because there's literally nothing going on and it's just gray and gloomy, so it's like not even worth coming here. But now that it's nice again, I'm like, I'm soaking up all the sun. I have all my windows down and just taking in the fresh air. The vibes are good today. And it was daylight savings. I don't think I said this yesterday, but it was daylight savings yesterday. Everyone's been like complaining about it. Yesterday, I was fine though. Like I didn't really have any issues yesterday. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just used to jet lag. But this morning, hit me way harder than yesterday did. It was definitely harder to get up, which I'm sad about because I actually woke up. I've been in a consistent routine of waking up at 6 a.m. Now that the time change has happened, I'm gonna have to like start right back at square one and have to start like forcing myself to wake up earlier again, which I am not a morning person. I've tried to be, and I feel like the more that I work, the more I'm kind of becoming a morning person, because I've realized that's the only time of my day that I genuinely really have to myself. It's like before you see anyone, before you really do anything, it's just like your time. So I like having an hour to just kind of do whatever I want to do. After that is basically just like work and things I need to get done. Also, a lot of people are out sick with this like flu thing going on. I don't really know what the flu is, but I've just heard it's awful. Yeah, it's apparently making a lot of people sick, and a lot of people are getting medicine, like you need medicine to get over it and stuff. So I'm gonna finish my studying. I only have a little bit left on my break. I made it home and am now going for a nice nature walk. I think it's close to 70 something, but I didn't think it was actually gonna like feel like 70, but it's warm. I feel like I probably could have worn shorts. I haven't walked up here in a very long time, probably since the summer. I'm hoping I can watch the sunset a little bit tonight, but I'm also trying to keep my eyes and ears out for wildlife. I always get a little nervous hiking in the woods by myself in case I'm gonna see like a bear or something. I don't know. I don't have the best idea of bears. I used to be really afraid of them as a kid. I used to have a recurring nightmare that I got eaten by a bear. It was like the same dream every single time. But then I got over that fear because when we were camping in California one time, we had a bear actually come to our campsite, but my sister and I were both asleep. So we actually didn't get to experience it, thank God, otherwise I would have been traumatized. But after that, I haven't been as afraid of them. But I'd like to not rekindle that. I have to fight a bear in the woods by myself. But I'm also keeping my eye out for deer because there's like a family of deer that you'll sometimes see up here. I saw them actually yesterday driving back home. No sign of them today, so that's kind of sad. But almost to my sunny spot. There's one of them. There's one, but there's usually more. I'm happy I got to see one. The wind is literally blowing tears out of my eyes. I'm not crying, I promise. Wow, it's so pretty. I need to do this more. Every time I do something like this, I'm like, I need to do this more. I don't do this enough. I need to be more grounded. I stare at a computer too much, and I think that's my problem. To be fair though, it has been winter time. Oh, the sun feels so good, and I'm not freezing at all. It is like perfect outside. I love hearing the wind like rustle the leaves. And I remember I came up here before and like filmed a video, just kind of like talked and stuff, and every time I come and watch the sunset, it just makes me all introspective and it makes me want to like talk to somebody. Figure I'd just talk with you guys. Some things I'd be interested to hear from you guys. How's the weather near you? And what have you been up to at this time of year? Have you been really busy? Have you been able to get outside and kind of just sit? When was the last time you watched a sunset? And if you haven't, you should go watch one. Then we can be watching one together. I'd also be curious to know how your year is going so far. If you think it's going fast or slow and what you're excited for this year. Maybe if you have a New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution, and I was talking with my friends about this, my word of the year this year is balance, because I get myself in these situations where I overcommit to a lot and then I end up being really busy, and then I feel like I don't have enough time for myself or for friends or family, and so I need to get better at balancing life out and prioritizing things differently and better and organizing my time better and just not being so stressed all the time. Like my Aura Ring, it tracks your stress and stuff. I have basically every day is like a stressful day for me, and I think I would like to get good at bringing that down and also like knowing how to bring it down, as well as like preventative ways of doing that, I guess. If anyone has any tips, let me know, because I feel like I'm in the stage of life right now where I could really use that. That's basically my year's goal. I think that I'm doing a good job of it right now. I wasn't like a couple weeks ago, and I haven't been for most of this year already. But the past few weeks I've been good, so, and I think that I'll only get better. So, you only learn as you grow. The older I get, the better I get at understanding how these things work. I heard somebody say once that once you turn 18, that's kind of like your first year or whatever of being an adult. Like, oh, when you're a baby, like you turn obviously 1, but like you're a kid and you're not fully functioning, you're not fully conscious like as a person yet. But once you hit 18, supposedly in the eyes of the government you are, once you hit 18, it's like, okay, that's your first year being an adult. And then every year since then is kind of like, oh, you're a this year old adult. And so I'm 22, so I'm only a 4-year-old adult. So I'm just figuring things out, and I feel like it's been basically that long since I've been like conscious. That's basically the memories that I really have that are tangibly me, more so especially I think the past couple years, I would say. Yeah, I think that as a 4-year-old adult, I am doing a good job of figuring out, I think boundaries is a good one, like with friends. I just think that learning how to set those are really important. Also, like learning that failure is a really good thing, and just because if you fail at something or in the eyes of the world you're not good at something, who cares? I feel like I've also learned to just stop caring about all that. It's like, if you want to do something, just do it. Like, what's the reason not to? There's probably no good reason that's good enough for you to not do something. And I always thought that there was. I'd always be like, oh, well, what if people think this? What if people think that? Like, who cares? Genuinely, who cares? Obviously within reason. Don't be like a menace to society. But what else have I learned? I've learned that life is very busy, and that if you don't make the time to slow down, then life will just kind of keep going and will keep trampling you. I've learned that it's important to do things like this, come out in nature, make sure you get sun, and make sure you touch grass. What else have I learned? I've learned that the world is not as big as you think it is, and that at the end of the day, we're all people. I think it's very easy in the news to hear about like this is happening in this country and this is happening in this country, blah blah blah. I think like a main perspective I got just from traveling was people are people, and it doesn't matter where you come from. Like, we all have the same desires, we have the same wants, we have the same humanness, I guess. It's funny because people are always like, oh, well, they're from this part of the world, blah blah blah, this is their culture, but like at the end of the day, they're a person. Now when I say like I've been to Australia, it doesn't feel that far away. Before, I used to think that it was so far away and that it was so crazy to go that far and all of that, but now it just feels like, I don't know, another little home, I guess, that I've been to, and a community that I've been to and lived in. And I really miss Australia a lot, to be fair. I think about going back all the time. I literally have dreams about it. I'm still talking about it with my friends, and I don't know. I feel like I'm still learning a lot. I'm not gonna sit here and claim to know everything. I've also learned that God is very real. That even if you don't think he's real, I encourage you to rethink that thought. I know that a lot of people pitch it as a religion, and you have to check all these boxes, and being a Christian really inhibits your life and prevents you from doing a lot of things and all of that. That's so not true at all. People make it sound like we're all insane, if you're a Christian and that you're in some cult or something. But no, God is the first one I turn to when life is crazy, when I don't know what's going on, when I feel like everything is too much and I can't do it anymore. Then I say a prayer to God, and I usually sing, turn to music, because that's how I feel God the most. I literally just give it to him. I just feel like a little child, feeling like you're not strong enough and you can't do anything about it. God just always makes it better. He always knows how to make me feel better. He always tells me what I need to hear in several ways. Either puts it on my conscience or usually speaks to me through music too. There's usually one song that'll come on, I'm like, okay, sorry. If I'm really bad at, say I'm in the moment of doing really bad at giving up control or whatever of my life and manage it myself and control it myself. Then say like a song comes on the radio about control. I'm like, you're right. I'm sorry. And then I have to just let it go again, and everything seems to go so much better. I don't know if that made any sense. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling, but that's also how my brain works. I should show you guys the sunset now. It's basically set. You just can't really tell with those clouds, but it looks like it's like right there. But yeah, I think I might conclude this vlog here actually. It is Tuesday. I'm gonna try and get this vlog out tomorrow. I guess I'll just conclude this now then, on top of a hill, watching the sunset. Thank you guys for spending this time with me. I know it sounds cliche every week, but I genuinely mean it. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for coming to my channel. I love having you here, and for joining my virtual scrapbook, because that's essentially what my channel is. Be sure to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.